So what happened to The Boys? This used to be the most grounded, intense, and most unpredictable show on television, but now it feels like something's off. Characters don't feel the same, the stakes don't hit as much, and somehow Homelander, one of the most intense villains in all of television, feels like a weekly villain that you'd see on a CW Flash show. Now, is this the fault of The Boys changing a little too much? What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Ben James and welcome back to the channel. I want to make this video and break down what I think of season 5 of The Boys so far with just 3 episodes in. And honestly, this video sprung from me being a little bit taken back from what I was seeing in the first 3 episodes. A lot of good, but some concerning bad parts that I feel like shouldn't be there for a series finale. Because if you go back to season 1 and season 2 of The Boys, their absolute peak. Now, what season 1 and season 2 did so great was building tension. Especially those scenes with Homelander and Vought Tower where he's talking to the Seven or he's confronting everyone, because Homelander actually cared about his vision and how he was seen by the public eye. So there was that moral conflict with him where you didn't know if he was going to do what he thought was best for him or what he thought was best for his image. And obviously we've seen that slowly unravel. This hasn't been all of a sudden he's changed overnight, but I feel like those things should still be prevalent in some of these scenes in season 5, because they make it clear that he still cares about his image and what people think about him, but he's making decisions that conflict with that point. So I don't know if they're just having that in the script or if it's something they want to keep consistent in the writing. And I just wish that we had that presence in season 5. And A-Train says it best in season 1, but what was he scared of? He's a shell of who he used to be. And of course, that plays into the whole arc where he wants to find the new Compound V, or the old Compound V that will make him immortal. Only thing is that was a talking point in the previous seasons, when he found the gray hair. It kind of felt like, oh, this is gonna be where his character goes, and they're gonna build on that. But even in that season, they didn't go too much in depth. They focused on his relationship with Ryan and creating the legacy with Ryan. And with this season, just the cracks are starting to show a little bit more, with it being the finale, the final season, that this writing is more convoluted than it was planned. And compared to Eric Kripke's other show, Supernatural, I mean, those first 5 seasons, down to the wire, all the writing played off. Every single episode was needed. And that was 5 seasons, and it was like 21 episodes per season. And it's like, how can we not get that with 5 seasons and only 8 episodes? And everything just feels less impactful. Like, even with episode 1, what happens with A-Train, sad and everything, but the moment felt unimpactful. Like, I don't know. I just think that scene could have been written a little bit better to show, okay, hey, dang, this is the finale. Things are going to happen. Like, even in the earlier seasons, the smallest decisions had the biggest of consequences. And now it's just like shock value. We're moving on. Now, the strongest arc, and one that mirrors Homelander to me, Butcher. Butcher's arc is so good. I mean, if you have just in the previous series with him taking Temp V and really pushing the line, because he wants revenge. He's gonna go to anything he can to get his revenge. He's gonna burn relationships, he's gonna destroy his health, anything to get Homelander. That has been consistent from day 1, and that is consistent in season 5. Even to the point where he is using Ryan, the kid that it's his kid, but not his kid, right? Adoptive kid, let's say that. He's sacrificing his own son to get his revenge. That's how far he's been driven, when in the past he'd do anything to save him. He literally betrayed Soldier Boy to save Ryan. And now his decisions make sense because it's no longer really him making the decision, but the worst part of him making the decision. And they set that up perfectly last season. And to kind of dive into another thing they set up last season, Kimiko talking. And I almost made a short video just on this, but what are we doing? And at the end of season 4, Kimiko had a subtle hint that she could talk, right? It was good, because you go from a character not talking to, hey, let's subtly show that she's willing to talk now. Flash forward to season 5, she's talking like an animated character. All of her lines are pure shock value. They add nothing to the moment, and honestly, they take away from the moment. There will be scenes where I'm dialed in and it's Butcher and I believe it was Starlight and I'm like listening to what they're saying and I'm like, oh yeah, and then Kimiko just says some weird out of pocket shit and I'm like, what? Why? Why are we doing this? And it doesn't even sound like the actor's voice. It honestly sounds like it's been dubbed. I think it just would have been better to have maybe some moments of talking, but really slowly grow the dialogue instead of just having her blatantly speak these full sentences that add nothing to the moments. And it sucks because I loved Kimiko's character and her arc, for it to just all fall apart in the final quarter. Like, could we not just close it out? But don't worry, guys, because it's not only her character that has fallen apart, it's all these other characters like Starlight, Mother's Milk. Frenchie's really the only one that hasn't changed, which, shout out to Frenchie, he's the GOAT. But MM is now a pessimist and super depressed and drinking and, really not hopeful at all to even get back to his family, which has been his motivation from day one, and to get Soldier Boy. Then you have Starlight, who is a PTSD-driven freedom fighter and is looking for any opportunity to make things harder. Oh wow, Hughie has a close call again. Guess I gotta go. Like, that just doesn't align with what we've seen in the past years. Like, you think she would want to be there to protect him because she knows he's gonna go in those situations anyway. And Hughie's really the only one that I'm kind of, I like, he's optimistic. He's literally at the point where he's like, just dude, if you're gonna kill me, do it. He's been through so much. And I love the moment where he's speaking to the person in the camp and he's like, listen, I've gone through this. He's listing off the things he's gone through. And he's like, I'm only human and I've made it out. And when Homelander confronts him too, and he's like, why do these people keep sticking their necks out for you? And he's like, because I do it for them. That was such a great moment. Hughie's a very strong addition in this season. But I just feel like the group is losing their chemistry. Like, I get that. Butcher is no longer the leader he was. Hughie or someone should have stepped up and taken over the group. Even Starlight, right? Someone's got to run the boys, and really their relationship in this final season is they should be tighter than ever. And Butcher should be the outlier and have to work his way back into the group. Like, it just would have been nice to show them, like, as an well-oiled machine, even after, the months of separation when they were in the camp, for them to come back and be like, all right, let's dial in, let's go, because this is just work now. But instead, everybody's tonally all over the place except the few I mentioned. And it's just, I really hope these next couple episodes, they dial in. And look, I'm not saying the show is bad. It's still really enjoyable. I'm having a great time with it. It just feels like for, again, this series finale, we would have had a lot more moving parts going now. And you see episode to episode, we're getting shit done. Instead, we're still dealing with the virus. Oh, the virus works? No, it doesn't. Like, what is the overall goal here? I mean, I think Ryan's going to be a big part of it going forward, and I'm excited to see that. But again, these last couple of episodes need to be good ones. And to me, it just feels like this series has changed beyond repair. Like, it's all shock value now. I think in maybe the moment that we see where it broke down was Herogasm. They hyped up Herogasm as this big thing, and it really wasn't. And then after that, it's just been weird shit and not a lot of narrative. But what do you guys think? Do you think this is just the common evolution of this show and I'm just complaining? Or do you agree? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe and turn notifications on so you don't miss a single upload. I got some great videos coming up, so you're not going to want to miss out on those. But yeah, you guys, that's my thoughts on The Boys Season 5 so far. We'll do a follow-up video once the whole series is released. But my name is Ben James, and I will catch you all in the next video. Peace!